With this image, I'm going to introduce why it's good housekeeping to work on a blank layer. So what I'm going to do is I want to brush in some colour to hide those highlights that are in the sky. This is one way to do what I call the disguise work. And then I'm going to add in a cloud brush just for the fun. I'm going to get a blank layer, and for me to speed up my workflow, I use Photoshop Actions. And I've got this panel here, and it's my basic workflow actions panel, which is available in the shop. And it saves me having to go up to the menu bar or try and remember the shortcut key. So what I'm going to do is click on the blank layer, and you'll see now over in the layer stack that I actually get a blank layer. What I'm going to do is make sure I've got the brush tool. And what I'm going to do is come over to my sky. I'm going to hold down the Alt or Option key if you're on a Mac, which gives me the eyedropper. And I'm going to sample a colour of the sky. And you can see now in the foreground, it's got that blue. But I'm going to come up to where my opacity is up near the menu bar. And I'm actually going to probably set the opacity around about in the 90s. This is trial and error and just play. And I'm just going to brush across that area there. For that side, it's a little bit too dark, so I'm going to undo, drop my opacity down a little bit, and just subtly brush across. Now, I'm not going to be too fussy with this. I'm just going to brush across. Now, why I've done it on a blank layer, this is the secret tip for you, is that when I come over to the layer stack, I can adjust the opacity of that brushwork that I've just done. I'll drop that down to about 46 so you can see those areas are coming through, and I'll put it back up to around about 100. Now, good housekeeping is that you name the layers, and particularly when you're doing composite work. So I'm just going to come in here and name that layer sky, for example. There's my first layer. But now I want to actually add in a cloud. So I'm going to go up to my actions panel and go new blank layer. And I'm now going to go and choose a cloud brush. I'll come over to my brushes, and I've got a cloud brush pack, and I'm going to choose a brush. And I look at that and I think, no, I don't like that. Or that's the one that I'm after. I'm going to resize that brush by using the bracket keys. I'm going to come down here and make sure that I've got the colour white on top of the foreground. And I've just clicked on it. I could easily adjust that to a little bit of an off-white. I think I'll leave it the way it is. So what I'm going to do now is do one click and put the cloud in. Now, looking up at the opacity, it's 77%. I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to change that up to 100. And I'll do one click, and that has now put in a cloud, which gives it an abstract look, a totally different dimension. But this is where using a blank layer, particularly for something like this as a cloud or other brushes that you use in your workflow, is I can come up here and adjust the opacity. I'll drop that down. I'll bring that back up to 100. I can even actually change the blend mode. So if I go to soft light or overlay, so you'll see overlay is quite strong, but if I go to soft light, that's quite soft and subtle and can work for an image like this. So let's say I'll leave it at soft light. This is now the secret trick, is if I use the transform tool, I can reposition that cloud. I'll come up to my action panel, shortcut key is Control-T. I'll do one click. That's now put the transform box around that cloud, and I physically can move that cloud up, down, left, right, wherever I want. And then I'll come up to the tick, and I've now repositioned the cloud. And the only way that you can do that is by having it on a blank layer. If I did that cloud on this layer 1 here, I can't actually select the cloud and readjust its positioning. I'll come up, I'll call that cloud just to give me that good housekeeping. So there's my cloud, but let's have some fun and think, what else can I put in this image using Photoshop brushes? So I'm going to come over here and have a look at some of my other brush packs. I've got mist, and I'm going to use a mist brush, what I call dab in some mist on the horizon. But firstly, I'll come up to my Actions panel, New Blank Layer. I've got the mist brush there, and I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger. And I'm going to use the arrow keys on the keyboard so that I can rotate that. So I've rotated using the left arrow key. Now let's come up and have a look at the opacity. It is at 100%, and I'm going to leave it so that you can actually see. And so I'm just dabbing in a little bit of fog or mist on that horizon. Now, what I don't like is it's a little bit too strong. So again, I can come over to my layer stack, drop the opacity down, or I might even use a different blend mode. I'll go down to soft light again, and I might change the opacity. Now let's break down these layers. I'll turn these layers off. That's what I started with. The next layer was the sky, where I brushed in just with a soft round brush. Then I added the cloud, and I repositioned because it's on a separate layer, and I used the transform tool, and then I added some mist. Why I'm always using a new blank layer, it gives me those choices to drop the opacity, maybe reposition, and I will do each or a new layer for every brushwork as I'm going through my workflow. But I thought I would introduce you to why using a blank layer gives you so many possibilities when you're using Photoshop brushes.